Hello and welcome to this presentation of the case study, Mediating Everyday Data Encounters with Mundane Video Vignettes. I'm Mathias and with you for the next 5 minutes. In this work, we're looking at everyday data that are collected around us and from us, with our consent and knowledge or not. For example, there are sensors that measure our energy consumption, devices that track our activity and behavior, and there are many things we say, write, and choose online. But that is not the target here. We focus on how these data are fed back into our lives, how they emerge from the context. In most applications, everyday data are presented to us in numerical form, yet colored by norms and expectations. That you have taken 7,800 of your daily 10K steps, that you exercise 2 minutes today, and spent 4 hours, 57 minutes and 12 seconds on social media, a little less on streaming services, and your productivity was certainly better last month. We are ready to live a good life. Just flip a few more digits and then. What happens when we encounter data? Very simple. We are trained to read it, to make sense of it, and relate it to us. In a positive sense, contextualized data can make us think and reflect, and it can help us achieve a goal. But there's also the other side, a constant trickle of information about our deviating from a norm, both self-imposed and given. There's also the perspective that we learn to perceive reality through its encoded forms, that we don't see the phenomenon, just the number. The installation was developed and filmed in an old inner-city mansion in Eindhoven, Netherlands. It was exhibited in a room on the ground floor of the same building. Several smaller and larger displays form the centerpiece of the system. We show both backstage and frontstage data perspectives, alternating from left to right. The displays receive data from several sensors in the room and also from external data sources. All data are processed and mapped on a Raspberry Pi single-board computer, which also provides wireless connectivity and which hosts the communication middleware for the installation. Before we move on to the design process, a few explanations on the interplay of data displays. Next to short videos, we show the backstage, servo sensors, scrolling display of real-time data, and the video scheduling behind the big screen. This selects videos according to the current map data and it ensures that there is an interesting set of new videos ready to be streamed out to all connected displays as soon as there is a previous video done. The design process started with the intent to link from data to experiences, without intermediate forms of data representation. In 3 iterations, we refined and operationalized this intent. First, by adding personal narratives to storify the desired experiences, then by categorizing the data in different scenarios that bridge to the higher level narratives. In a final iteration, we worked out the steps from raw to processed data to scenarios and completed the mapping from narratives to selected videos. How exactly are videos selected from the input data? The sensor data are collected from sensors and external sources in real time, then processed and normalized. At a given point in time, the values of all 6 modalities are categorized into 6 data scenarios. For some data streams, the distinction is active-passive. For others, we look at their changes over time. Over 60 short video clips are labeled according to their content and relations to personal narrative and will then be selected for the video streaming queue. The matching of short videos to incoming data creates the desired relation between what happens in the context and what visitors see in the vignettes. By taking away the absolute of data, we open space for interpretation and thoughtful interaction. Visitors after the exhibition might realize that an abundance of data does not really add to the everyday. What else is there to know when it's lunchtime on a warm sunny day and a video vignette shows someone eating a bowl of noodles and then an entire watermelon? With this, we would like to thank you for your attention and invite you to read the case study paper. We are curious what you think about using everyday data in the form of video vignettes, and we look forward to your feedback and questions.